Morning YouTube. That's our project for the day. We're going to pull the backhoe unit off this case 30+4 trencher and adapt it to a skidster plate I have in those boxes right there. This thing is probably 40 years old. I put it on Craigslist. Nobody wants to buy it. I wanted like $2,200 for it. Whatever. Nobody wants it. I can't buy a backhoe for $2,200, so that's what we're gonna do. So we got it pushed in the shop last night. It doesn't run. I'm gonna have to take some things apart on it, build some adapters, and make it work. Shop's a little bit of a mess right now, but it's just kind of full. Got a lot of stuff in here, so I'm gonna clean a little bit more this morning, and then we're gonna get going on it. Alright YouTube, this is what it looks like. I had it off in about 2 hours. You just gotta pull those 4 pins, disconnect a couple hydraulic lines, and figure out how you are gonna rig it off. I used my skidster. I guess now the question is, it would be very easy to make a plate to go through those tabs right there, but what I think is going to happen is you are not going to have enough clearance between there and the skidster to sit on a seat and run it. There would be enough if we took this whole grater blade assembly on here. But this is not a quick detach. This is solid welded right to the frame, which is not a big deal, but it's not as simple as just unbolting it. So I'm gonna have to ponder on this a little. Here's another quick little video, a little bit more taken off. Fenders are gone. I think I'm just going to cut it right here and put it on a quick attach plate. That's the plan. Right here, and then on the other side, right there. Problem is, that's a hydraulic reservoir as well, so it's draining right now in a pan. And when that gets done draining, I'm going to cut that off. I'm probably going to take it outside and pressure wash it. Alright YouTube, this is what it looks like. Cut off. Cut the whole back end off. That's what it looks like. That's what my floor looks like. Big mess. So I've got the fans going. I'm going to have to pressure wash the floor after I'm all done. But it's all cut off. I'm just going to trim it like this. I'll do that tomorrow and go from there. Alright YouTube, here's a little update. Got it welded on this weekend. Some other stuff going on. That's what that looks like there. We sand this up, get some primer on it. I had to get some hydraulic hoses made. You can see some new ones there. That side's the feed side. I'm waiting for one fitting from Fluid Power there. It's gonna go right in there. So that's what that looks like. Looks like it's leaking oil all over the place. It probably is. So. I just centered it on that plate. Put the blade back on. Pressure wash it. Hello YouTube. So here's my plate. After it's all welded up. There's the hydraulic hoses. That's what it looks like. Put the blade back on. put the roll bar back on just because the hydraulics bleed down. And I could put a chain on there. I park it like this. Looks like there's a little leak here. That hydraulic fitting right there, that tube is round. It's got a very tight radius on it, and what's happening is it's leaking right there. I don't know if you can see that. It's either in the front sunlight or the shadow, but when it's under pressure, it pees out right there. And I think what the deal is, that one too, is that tubing was out around. I don't know if it was bent up or chowdered up or whatever. And I don't think that fitting fits on there, what do you want to call it, correctly, and it seeps out, so it pisses out oil, which is kind of a bummer because I hate it when my equipment leaks oil. But you can see it. I got those at Parker Fittings. All that is a 5/8 hardline or number 10 hardline, 2 1/2-inch pipe. I got 2 of them. I think they were 10 bucks a piece. So that's the deal. Long and short of it, replaced a couple hoses that were all dry rotted, whatever. Welded up these pieces here. Made it go to that mount, and I had a heck of a time cutting that piece right there. It's harder than Superman's nose. Portaband laughed at it, whatever, so I ended up torching it off and then cutting it down, and then I had to put it in the mill, shorten it up a little bit. So put one on each side, put the pins back in, otherwise it just rocked back and forth too much, and we had to get this gap in here right. So other than that, hope you like it.